It was around 2 a.m. when a woman arrived at Kelly's hospital, writhing in pain and muttering Hail Marys. Kelly, a veteran operating room nurse, got to work. She'd seen a lot of shit, violent neo-Nazis, old men pulling catheter balloons out of their little boy, but nothing prepared her for what she was about to be confronted with. The patient had a perirectal abscess, a pus-filled lump around her ... that showered the with pus and gore. Kelly's story received 6,800 upvotes and various Reddit awards. It lives on as urban legend and is recalled in almost every doctor, nurse AMA going. I was about a year out of nursing school and working at a rural trauma center. We saw lots of different types of cases, from home improvement accidents to car wrecks to mother-baby emergencies. I was still relatively new to Reddit at the time, and the healthcare staff of Reddit, "What are your worst stories?" type posts weren't quite as ubiquitous as they are now. When one of them made it near the front page and I was reading the litany of, "Not me but my friend," retellings of hangnail-level tragedies, I knew I had a doozy that could top them all. I actually got so much interest that I wound up doing a follow-up AMA, and though I was too young to realize at the time, it turned out to be pretty therapeutic to be able to talk about some of the other cases I'd experienced. Since that post, I can't say I've experienced anything worse, necessarily. But that's a bit of a sliding scale. I've watched people die, I've delivered deceased babies, I've wrestled drunks and people having hallucinations. Far and away the worst is still dealing with self-righteous physicians, particularly the ones in this area. My internet fame has had the same effect on my life as pretty much everyone else's, none at all. Probably the closest thing to an IRL effect was when I was working at a university hospital in Seattle and overheard two new surgical residents discussing my Reddit story and trying to decide if it was real or not. Neither of them having any idea that the author was standing in the room behind them. That was the first time I realized just how many people were actually on Reddit, and how far the story had spread. Kelly, aka